Hi, guys. Welcome back to Shot One's podcast, episode 7.
Is this episode 7?
This is episode 7.
We had a little problem with episode 6.
Little problems, but it's okay. It's still up, though. Y'all can listen to the full audio on Spotify and Apple because the full audio is not on YouTube.
But we do have video on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's probably cut like in half.
Honestly, we just really didn't like how we looked on the last, and half of it got cut off. But
Yeah.
half of it got cut off, but we also just didn't like the way that we looked. Finding an angle as like it being in a camera is so difficult. And I know we talk about this all the time, but it's really hard.
I feel like we're eventually going to find our angle maybe on episode like 42.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding. Probably like episode 20.
But this is our favorite podcast studio that we recorded at. This is our second time recording here. So I think we're going to be like happy about the outcome of this pod.
The first time was for South by Southwest.
And we loved it.
No, I loved it, literally.
We
Just
fuck
the
with
whole-
y'all over here.
Yeah, the aesthetic of it, everything.
I want to name drop y'all, but then everybody's going to start recording over here, so we're not going to do it. This is our
You
little
know,
secret.
and we usually don't gatekeep.
Yeah, we're not
nothing.
gatekeepers.
We're not gatekeepers, but we really like the studio and we want to just us.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
What you drinking?
I am drinking water. Because
Oh, yeah, no cheers to the water, you said.
yeah. I was telling YaYa, we're not going to do cheers because it's bad luck. So we're not going to cheers. However, she's drinking Centenario.
Oh, shit. Centenario.
Centenario.
Centenario is...
Centenario
We're going
gal
old
today.
school today, baby.
Yeah, she said que no había nada in the liquor store. So
Yeah.
no cheers. I'm drinking water. Maybe I'll take one shot. And also, I have to drive later today. So I can't get plastered. So
We're not cheersing, but cheers. Salud, Centenario.
go to water. So, how do you feel about Corridos Progresivos?
I think it's really... So, I think this is what's cool about TikTok. TikTok is so tight because it can either
Make you or break you.
make you or break you, or it can low-key like revive your career. So I think it's really cool. Obviously the trend right now on TikTok and like música mexicana is the corridos progresivos. It's like coming back. So if you know anything about corridos progresivos, it was like Regulo
Regulo
Caro,
Caro, Gerardo Ortiz,
Noel Torres,
Torres,
Commander.
Commander.
So,
Larry Hernandez, would you consider Larry progresivo? Was he right?
yeah, I think he's yeah, for sure. He's like in that era. And I think it's so cool. The trending song is Gerardo's Cara la Muerte. I think that's the song that like really like reopened the can of worms with corridos progresivos.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with the trend now, a lot of people are starting to listen to it again. But like for me, for instance, I've always listened to it, and I still listen to that type of music until this day.
Yeah.
It just happens to be
Like trending again. It's just trending right
again.
now.
Yeah.
When did this song, like for example, Cara la Muerte, when did that come out? Like 2000,
2010
like 2010?
or 2012.
Yeah, so maybe
2010.
like 10, 15 years ago was like the corrido progresivo wave. So it's real, and that's actually when I always talk about how I always grew up listening to like norteñas, and then I just had listened to rap my whole life. But listening to música mexicana for someone like me in this type of schools that I went to, it was like it wasn't cool to listen to música mexicana. So I kind of just stopped listening to it.
Yeah, a lot of people were embarrassed.
Yeah,
to
it wasn't
listen
cool.
to.
Like I'm 38, so like it wasn't cool to listen to música mexicana when I was coming. It just wasn't cool.
Yeah.
So it's something that you kind of like hit it, and so I think it's just really cool that when I started listening to música mexicana again was with my ex-boyfriend. He took me to my first Gerardo Ortiz show in Dallas, And that's when, like, my eyes opened up, and I was just like, oh, my gosh, this music is actually real. I think it was,
I
like...
kind of like it here.
Yeah, I kind of like it here. I think it was, like, 4,000 or 5,000 people at this show, and I was like, oh, my God, this shit is, like, popping. and I just started listening to it, and that's when I started blogging about it, and then it obviously career came about that for me. But we have to shout out, of course,
your ex-boyfriend.
No, fuck.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck my ex. But no,
we have putting you in the circle.
No, we don't. We're not shouting him out. We have to shout out Del Records.
Oh yeah, shout out Del.
Because Regulo and Gerardo were both signed to Del Records, and just as responsible as they are for the popularization of corridos en música mexicana con este, ¿cómo se llama? It's literally on the tip of my tongue. The one, everybody's favorite artist from Del.
¿Ahorita?
No, el que se murió.
Oh, Ariel Camacho.
Ariel Camacho.
Oh, okay.
So you have to always give Del their credit because obviously they had Ariel Camacho, they had Gerardo Ortiz, Regulo Caro. Del really is a major pioneer in this whole game. And everybody knows it, but I think sometimes people forget, and you just got to continue to give them their credit.
Yeah.
No matter.
I completely agree. They are definitely, they have been doing their thing for a very long time with these artists.
Regulo has a new song dropping tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah. His song that he's dropping se llama Flores. It drops today, July 11th.
Dropping
on
tonight?
all platforms.
That's tight.
And it's him and, pretty sure y'all have heard it, but it's Regulo Caro and Tino Acosta. So I honestly no sabía mucho de Tino Acosta, pero when I was looking into him, él ha compuesto muchas canciones de Gerardo Ortiz, canciones de Regulo Caro, and I didn't know that.
I'm sure he's been writing with them for years.
For a long time, yeah.
But that song hasn't, I mean, obviously it's dropping tonight, and it's been trending on TikTok since Regulo started teasing it. So that's cool. It's so cool to see like a OG's career getting revived because of a trend on TikTok.
Yeah, because ya está grande, ¿no? ¿Cuántos años tiene?
Shit.
Probably like in his 40s, maybe?
Maybe late 30s, early 40s.
Probably.
Sorry, Regulo, if you're not that old, we apologize. Perdón. Sorry
in advance.
Sorry, but I'm sure it's about, close enough.
But yeah, it's cool. And I mean, igual con Gerardo Ortiz, like, Gerardo hasn't dropped anything recently, huh?
He might have been dropping stuff, but it's the trend of like, it's the kids right now. The kids are in the spotlight right now. So if he has, we haven't just really, I'm sure he has.
I have not kept up with him. Anytime that I listen to Gerardo, I always listen to his old music.
But Gerardo's old music is, he got them bangers. Yeah, he got them bangers. What's your favorite Gerardo song of all time?
Oh, of all time?
Yeah.
I can only choose one. Not even my top 3.
Top 3 is cool.
Okay. Cara la Muerte.
Which is like we said is responsible for the whole.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang on TikTok.
Morir y Existir. Y En Preparación.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I also do like sus canciones románticas, pero like corridos, probably those 3. What about yours?
I think
top 3.
I think just Damaso.
Damaso, really?
Yeah. I think it just brings back like memories of like seeing him for the first time and my eyes opening to the new world of música mexicana. So when I think of Gerardo, I just think Damaso.
What song do you like by Regulo?
Man, I wasn't really a big Regulo fan like that. What's his most popular song? I know it's music, but
I mean, he has a lot. My personal, like, corrido wise, I like Beso a la Muerte. His lovey-dovey songs.
I'm trying to remember which.
A saddish one, Cicatrices. I like that
Cicatrices is a good one.
Do
you know who I used to like a lot? God, what was his name? He was with Del also. I used to love Ulises Chávez.
¿Ya no está con Del?
He might still be with Del. Maybe. But, yeah, I think for me, Cicatrices too. I wasn't really a big Regulo listener, I'm not going to lie. But that's not minimizing his impact on música mexicana.
Yeah, because it's huge. I mean,
he's
everybody has their gustos.
Have you listened to Éxodo?
I have, but I haven't listened to the full album. I've only listened to probably one song on repeat because I really like it.
I've listened to the whole album, and I've listened to it a few times, which, by the way, it debuted #1 on Billboard Latin albums and regional. It debuted #5 on Billboard's US 200, so it's actually very big for a Música Mexicana album.
Favorite song?
My favorite song, the thing about this album is he definitely did a lot of experimentation. It was definitely, for me, I feel like it was an experimental album. I did not think that I was going to like the song with Rich the Kid, and I liked it. I liked the song with Rich the Kid. I don't remember the name of the song, but I didn't think I was going to like it, and I liked it.
I don't think
Rich the Kid is a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm not a Rich the Kid fan at all.
Yeah, me either.
None. So, like, I'm just not a fan of his personality. I'm sorry. But
sorry, Rich
the Kid. But I do really like this song. I think it's cool. I really like the song Hollywood con Esteban Plazola. I really, really like that song, and I think that's the song that has gained, I feel like, the most traction.
The most, yeah.
Vino Tinto, I know, is doing really well also. I did not like the song with Cardi, and I'm such a Cardi B fan.
There's a song with Cardi on. See, I've listened to. ¿Cuántas canciones son?
It's a lot.
Quite a few, right? Yeah. See, I only listened to a couple, and then the song that I just got stuck on, that I didn't go listen to the rest, was Reloj. Pyscho and Ivan Cornejo.
Yeah, you said that's your favorite, right? Reloj. If you know my background, I am a huge fan of Cardi B. I love her. I have worked with her multiple times, and she's great. And I was so looking forward to the link up with her and Pyscho, and I just did not like the song.
I'm curious. Can you just play 10 seconds of the song so we don't get copyrighted? But I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
What? But why? What did
I just feel like it doesn't flow. I don't like it just seemed rushed. I don't like Cardi's verse on it, and I always love Cardi's verses. ¿Cómo se llama este güey? Oh, put him in the freezer. Put him in the fridge. I'm sorry. Put him in the fridge.
Put him in the fridge.
It was just like I don't even know who produced it.
Okay.
Let me see who produced it.
I'm like, okay, stop.
Produced by Fresh, and I think I actually know Fresh. Hey, Fresh. I actually do know Fresh. But
she said, "Hey, Fresh."
Hey, I'm just not a fan of the song, and I wish so badly that I was, but I'm just not.
You know how you feel about that song? You know, there's one song, and I don't usually be hating on songs or even use the word hate when I talk about music, but a song that I very, very much dislike, that I'm literally feeling how you're feeling, is the Shakira song with Fuerza Regida.
I hate that song.
Literally,
I hate that song.
It's what is going on?
And I love Shakira.
Yeah, same.
And we love Fuerza and Shakira. But it's just sometimes the problem, and there's nothing wrong with like trying to collab. There's obviously, when you collab, you don't know what's going to happen with it. It can either go crazy or it can just tank. It's like the same thing when Trav did the shit with Bad Bunny. It just, MIA, or what song was it? Was it MIA? No me acuerdo.
No me acuerdo.
And it just did not hit. And that, you can't just, because you're a superstar artist and collab, a lot of times they have people behind them that are just putting them in a room or shooting these tracks back and forth and shooting verses back and forth. And you have the wrong people A&Ring these songs. So sometimes that's the problem.
You know, however, there's nothing wrong with experimenting, you know, changing up the style, like especially because I feel like J.O.P. does good in inglés and reggaeton and whatever, you know, but sometimes the experiments just don't come out
as you want them to,
as we want them to.
You want a little tequila ASMR?
Yeah.
You think you'll be able to hear that on the microphone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
YaYa's.
Yeah?
A mí se me hace que te vas a acabar esa botella.
No, I'm not. No, cierto. Okay, ready? Cheers.
No es cierto. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. What's your favorite song right now? Wow.
Oh.
You know, people have told me that we don't make faces when we drink tequila. You're definitely making faces to that one.
I was drinking for a long time yesterday.
Yeah.
Centenario is not a bad tequila, though. Centenario is actually a great tequila.
I don't think I've had it.
Jodye, you are so Mexican, bro. This is the most Mexican tequila you could possibly drink.
No, but I'm serious. Like, I don't think I've...
Wait, cuando vas a todas las fiestas en México, tienen una botella de Centenario en todas las mesas.
En Durango no se toma...
What do y'all drink in Durango?
La botella azul. La botella grande azul.
What?
The big blue bottle?
I have no idea. Centenario is literally the most Mexican tequila you can drink. Like Mexican.
If you... All the parties, like in Mexico, 9 times out of 10, in Durango, well, where I'm from, you will not see a Centenario bottle.
Really?
If anything, Johnny Walker, yes.
Johnny Walker, yeah.
Johnny Walker,
sure.
Red Label. Black Label is a little more expensive over there in Mexico.
Yeah.
Pero Black, Blue, with Johnny Walker, freaking Remy Martin.
Lo que sí están tomando ahora bastante en México es Dobel. Ugh. Dobel tequila. They drink that everywhere in Mexico, and it's so gross to me. I don't like it at all.
Have you had that?
Yeah, what, Dobel?
Dobel,
yeah. And it's like branded everywhere in Mexico. I think maybe in like the last 10 years, people started drinking Dobel.
Dang. Mm-hmm. I really cannot remember. I can't believe I can't remember the name of that blue tequila, but it's like the big one. You can buy it like in the big, huge bottle. Es un azul.
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah. But Centenario, I don't think I've
Centenario is so Mexican.
I promise in Durango.
Y van a tener todas las botanas y una botella de Centenario ahí en la fucking damn table. They're gonna call you a no sabo when this shit comes out.
Oh no!
And this is the most Mexican bitch I know, right? This is the most Mexican girl I know right here.
The no sabo police is gonna come and get me. The no sabo
police is gonna come get you. Damn, right?
And you know, before we got over here, I was just like, man, I put on my glasses, right? Because you know how I told you I was gonna wear my glasses. I was like, let me take these glasses off because they're super dirty, and the freaking glasses police is gonna be firing me up on TikTok.
They be talking shit.
Why doesn't she clean her glass?
They be talking shit.
Are my glasses clean, by the way?
But like we said, we do like the studio a lot, so I think we're gonna be. See, look, I feel like my hair and makeup looks good.
Yeah, and also today we did our own
la panza.
Hair, our own makeup. Very, very
Estoy subiendo la panza ahorita.
Guys,
what?
Stand up and show them.
No, because then I'm gonna start shaking ass, and I don't want to do that again.
You don't have to. Show them the progress.
I can see it in the chair. I feel good. I feel so good. I feel great. I started at 189. I'm at 168. I weighed myself the other day. I'm at 168, and it's all in my ass and my hips and my arms.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm getting my titties done.
I remember when we were in here for South by, you said you were 180.
189. I started at 189.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm like, so, yeah, but it was just all in my ass and my hips. These are jeans. These aren't even leggings. These are jeans. These are actual jeans.
Uniform of today was all black?
All black. Mm-hmm. But going back to your question, I don't have a favorite song right now.
At all?
Not like a favorite. I have a favorite project, and we have to shout out Don Toliver. Don Toliver, my Houstonian brethren, signed to Cactus Jack. I have been saying since I met Don Toliver, since we ever threw a party for Don Toliver ever in Houston, this man is a musical genius. He is incredible. Obviously, people who listen to Don Toliver know this. I don't need to even say this. His project out right now, Hardstone Psycho.
We were listening to it the whole way here.
Hardstone Psycho is a literal masterpiece. You cannot debate me when I tell you that Hardstone Psycho by Don Toliver is album of the year. I do not care if you only listen to música mexicana. I don't care if you do not speak English. Hardstone Psycho, you can speak Chinese for all I care. I don't care. Hardstone Psycho is album of the year. And I wanted to shout out somebody, my homie Brian. I believe he has like 7 credits. He worked on like 7 different songs. He is Colombian. My Latino brother Brian, who produced on this album. I actually met him through that boy Chase B, and he told me that he met Chase in the airport.
Oh, wow.
He said that one day Chase was just waiting for a flight, and that he just like went up to him and was like, yo, I'm a producer, and like, let me send you some shit. And
this was recently, no?
Maybe a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a few years ago, and they just like kept in touch and started working. And I believe I met Brian at either Trav or Chase's birthday party. I don't remember. One of their birthday parties. And we just kind of like stayed in touch through social media. And he's like so interested in like música mexicana and like corridos. And like we talk all the time about just like the progression of música mexicana. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's got 7 songs on Hardstone Psycho. And he is killing it right now. I don't have a favorite song off the album because it's so good, but he's got features from... Don Toliver has a Charlie Wilson feature, which is insane. He has features from Future, Tizo, Trav, Cash Cobain, Kodak Black. If you have not listened to Hardstone Psycho by Don Toliver, please go do so. You can literally listen to it from start to finish, no skips.
Yeah, I remember whenever you texted me, you told me that you were like, Don's album is so...
It's just fluid.
So good, yeah.
It's just so good. And sometimes I'll like go smoke a blunt and I'll just listen to it again. And I'm just like, I'll hear things that I just didn't hear before. Just the instrumentation on it is incredible. It is a classic album.
Yeah, no, it was good. I like Don Toliver. I don't... Like I said, I listen to English music. I listen to country. I listen to it all. But 9 times out of 10, if you get in my car, I'm always going to be playing a Mexican song.
She's a real música mexicana guru.
Guru, for real. So that's why, guys, me ofendo poquito cuando me dicen que no sabo. Porque sí sé.
Si alguien sabe, es ella.
Soy yo.
Sí. That is correct.
You want me to play my favorite song?
Yeah, can you play your favorite song right now?
10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds.
Go ahead. Want to hear it. Oh, yeah. ¿Cómo se llama la canción?
Que se cuide.
Bye.
Luis R. Conriquez, Joel de la P, and Chimbala. Who's Chimbala?
Can we talk about Luis Conriquez's ability to progress as a super Mexican? First of all, if you do not know anything about Luis Conriquez, we do obviously because we're Mexican. But Luis Conriquez was like sitting like en un rancho tocando con su banda, like con una tejana y con botas, y just very, very just Mexican.
Very Mexican.
And now he's like doing like urban Latino reggaeton, and he is so tight.
I agree.
Luis Conriquez is so tight. We are such Luis Conriquez fans. I really want to interview him one day. I think we're gonna have to make that. We're gonna have to figure out how to make that happen.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we are Luis Conriquez fans. We applaud your ability to just be versatile and step outside of somebody like him you would never expect would.
Literally.
Yeah.
And he seems just whatever, so sencillo, you know?
Y cómo empezó he used to work at Pemex, no? Isn't that his famous story that he used to work at Pemex?
Yeah, that he used to work at the gas station, right?
Yeah. That's his famous story. Como este fantasma que estaba cortando árboles y, you know, he was a tree trimmer and now it's junior age.
Was he a barber too?
Yeah, he's still a barber. He'll still go. He owns a barber shop.
Yeah.
Junior, who was a busboy.
Just hearing these kinds of stories and how people have evolved as humans is so cool, right?
Yeah.
It makes me so happy because you could literally be so low, and then boom, out of nowhere, your life completely changes, like
Yeah.
in the freaking blink of an eye. It's crazy.
Do you know, I gotta talk about something really quick. So I recently went to my homeboy Ali. So if you've ever heard the song, a lot of people I don't know if people know who Ali
I will
is.
play 10 seconds.
Okay, she'll play 10 seconds of the song. But I don't know if they know who Ali is. And Ali is somebody who I met during the SMO tour in Houston a few years ago. And we just always stayed in contact. And so if you know this song by Junior H, it's called Clave Ali. It is about my friend Alex. I call him Alex. Everybody else calls him Ali. And he invited me to his daughter's baptism in Orange or in LA, because they did the party in Whittier. When I'm telling you, this is probably one of my favorite parties that I've been to. I've been to a lot of parties.
Your entire life?
Listen, I've been to a lot of parties in my life. Ali's daughter's baptism, that party was party of the year. Like, there's no denying. El padrino is Junior H.
Junior H.
We talk about it on every episode. Junior H is everybody's favorite Mexican. I mean, he just is. Mm-hmm. If you're about around our age, you love Junior H. He's a great guy. This party was like the who's who. The homie Duno was there. Santia was there. I got to meet Luciano from Phoenix, who I've been hearing so much about. He's responsible for so much progression, the culture of like the Mexican culture in Phoenix, and just what's happening in Phoenix and Bellico Fest. And my homie Mike, I got to meet the homie Mike. I just got to meet so many of Ali's friends in LA, and I had so much fun. Lalo pulled up, the creative genius that is Lalo, who does all the videos for Rancho, and he really just, when it comes to being a visual visionary, he is him. And we just had so much fun, and I was at a time that I just needed to get away and just be around good humans and good energy. Mm-hmm. And we had so much fun, and I'm looking around and I'm like, this is a 1-year-old's.
I did not go.
I know. My friend Jodye has been working so much, and she's just been put up and in the crib and just in the house, just chilling.
I like it there, though.
You like it there?
I love it there.
Yeah, she loves it there.
Can't complain.
Yeah.
I needed this, and you also have said this well, because last year I was
not in a good place.
I was not in a good place, mm-hmm. physically, mentally, spiritually. It was bad, so I definitely needed this change. Mm-hmm. 1,000%.
Yeah, you definitely needed the change.
Yeah, me and YaYa's, we were on a roller coaster last year.
Yeah, we were on a roller coaster, but I was like, I'm always on a roller coaster, but you were on a roller coaster that was going a little too fast. Just a little bit.
It was going too
fast.
I was going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, but now you're chilling, and she's happy, and so sometimes she just gotta sit back and just kind of chill.
As we were walking in here, I don't know if you saw the sign. That's ¿cómo se llaman? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say. Van a decir, usted no sabe. No, it was like a poster on the street, and it said, happiness cannot be found until you stop looking for it.
Yeah, that's really how it goes.
And I was like, wow. When I was reading it and I was walking over here, I'm like, that's so true, because I remember before, like, that's all that I was looking for. I just want to be happy. I just want happiness. I just want, mm-hmm. And that's like, if I kept trying and trying to find it, and when I least expected it and wasn't even looking, my life just did a whole 360.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Love it. Love that for you. But yes, Belen's baptism, Ali's daughter's baptism, was definitely the party of the year. You did that. The venue was
very fun.
The venue was beautiful. It overlooked Whittier, or it was in Whittier. It overlooked the whole count. It was beautiful. Tenían los caballos, tenían todos los grupos que tocaron, all the DJs. I was twerking in the corner where nobody could see, per usual.
Yaya's will insert some clips from that party.
I'll insert some clips from the party.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I'll insert some clips. It was definitely Ali. You and your girl did that party of the year for a 1-year-old.
Music-wise.
Who
performed?
Junior performed. Herencia de Grandes. I don't know if you know who DJ Olivia. DJ. She's real with the glasses. Bro, honestly, it was so many people performing, and I was just faded. I called myself an Uber before it got to be bad, because I was like, if I don't leave now, I'm gonna black out.
One thing YaYa's gonna do is the moment that she feels that she's gonna black out, she will disappear.
And I will not say bye to anybody. I will Irish exit. I will Irish exit because I'm not gonna embarrass myself in front of anybody.
She definitely overplays that Irish exit.
I will overplay it.
Like, we could literally be somewhere, and then she'll text me. She'll be like, "I'm gonna be ready in 5," and you know how us Mexicans sometimes like, "Oh, ahorita me voy," "Oh, ahorita en unos," yeah, right, unos 5 minutos, "Oh, espérate, media hora," and we usually don't stick to that. But Yaya's,
when it's time to go, it's time to go.
She says it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20. That's what it is, and we're leaving.
It's time to go. Have you seen who Santa Fe Klan is going on tour with? He's doing the Blanco y Negro tour with Aleman and Mexican OT, and I think that's such a cool lineup.
Cool combination.
It's a cool combination, and we talked about this during South by Southwest. Santa Fe Klan had a show here, and we both attended. It was packed.
Super, super, super packed. Like, people were outside overlooking to where the stage was, standing on their cars. People were standing on the gates trying to get into the venue. It was if Santa Fe's fan base is insane. Yeah, he really is a man of the Santa Fe is a man of the people. I don't need to even say that, but people who know Santa Fe and his music and his persona and his character and who he is as an artist, he goes beyond being an artist. He really gives back to his community and to just people in need. He's a great person.
And I have had the opportunity to meet Aleman. I've actually been to his home and his studio in Mexico City, and he is a great human being who really, really knows music. I feel like one thing I know is music. Can't nobody tell me nothing about artists, and Aleman is a real music lover, and not just like Mexican. Like, he really knows rap music. Like, he knows Pac. He knows like KRS-One. He knows like these old hip hop heads from back in the, like, he really knows hip hop music, and I never would have thought that like this Mexican rapper knew rap music like that. So I think it's really cool that they're incorporating OT on this tour, and we just so happened to see the way that OT interacted with Santa Fe at the South by Southwest show. It was at Mala Vida. Gabby's Club at Mala Vida. Yeah. And I don't think I saw OT pick up his phone one time during Santa Fe's. Yeah, I don't think I saw him pick up his phone one time. He was literally
just sitting, just observing, absorbing.
He was sitting on the side of the stage just watching Santa Fe. But OT also has a song with Lefty. Rest in peace, Lefty. He also has a song with him. But it was almost like he was like studying Santa Fe's show and just appreciating Santa Fe's show. And so to see them just from that show at South by Southwest, now they're going on tour together, the Blanco y Negro US tour.
And that was in March.
And the tour kicks off July 26th in Salt Lake City, and it goes all the way, as of now, the US tour goes all the way through November. So that's cool.
It's a long tour.
That's a long tour, so I'm excited to see how that tour progresses. It's cool, something for everybody. If you like Mexican music, if you like rap music, they got it all. They got it all for you. It's a bunch of Mexican shit going on.
We have 8 minutes. Let's talk about Glavis show. I did not attend.
Like we said, Jodye has been in the house.
I'm
doing a lot of footwork in the streets right now.
You know.
And reporting back.
And reporting back, yes.
A lot of reporting back right now. Glavis 3, who we talked about on the last episode, we recently signed to Afinarte. They're kind of making a little bit of noise in Houston right now.
They've been. I feel like Glavis has always had a good fan base in Houston.
Because they got good music.
Say, like whenever they would do house parties or whatever, I've never went, but I would always see like
it's a younger crowd, so we would never go. Obviously, it's a younger crowd, but they did a show with Nivel, and sold. I honestly, I was there. I'm always working all the time. Somehow, I always got to be doing something. This was the one time that I was there as a guest to my own artist's show. I was there as a guest. I got treated as a guest. I felt like a guest. I did not have to do no middlemaning of nothing. And they killed that shit.
Yeah, it looked like it was a great show.
I was in shock. Like, honestly, and not because I underestimate them, because I know who they are as artists, and they're incredible artists and songwriters. And I, obviously, if I did not believe in them, I would not be working with them. But as, like, promoters and producers of a show, that boy Ricky had, mind you, Ricky performed, okay? Ricky performed right before Nivel. He had every single group on stage on the dot. And I'm just looking at this from like, I'm, as somebody who produces shows and who really understands how hard that is to get everybody on stage on time. That's very difficult to do. And especially as an artist, and he made it happen. And I had so much fun, and I was so proud of them.
I know. I remember you telling me that. I was so happy because sometimes you have to do way more than what you...
Sometimes you got to do way more than what you signed up for.
And what you signed up for.
I was there as a guest, and I had so much fun.
You enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed it. And I love that for them. And the next show is going to be bigger and better. We already know who's coming, and we're finalizing some things. But it was cool. So shout out the progression of
the boys.
Of the boys. I'm so proud of you guys. If I don't say it enough, I'm very proud of you guys.
And continue to progress. Mm-hmm. And make YaYa's life easier.
Make my life easier. That's
what you need.
That's what I need. I promise.
Favorite upcoming artist?
I don't feel like I have one right now. If they're not my artists, no. For me right now, it's going to be Clave. Because I know what we're working on and what we're working towards. So I think for me, it's Clave. What about you?
Julio Cesar. Mm-hmm. He's definitely doing his thing on TikTok. He's being very consistent, and that's very important when it comes to...
Very important. That's the most important part.
Consistency is all that you need. And he does a lot of covers as well, pero una de sus canciones que es Ojitos Rojos, I believe. I really like the cover that he does, Ebrio de Amor, by Valentina Elizalde.
Mm-hmm. I love Valentina.
Me too. If anybody I wish I could see perform would be Valentina Elizalde.
Me too.
Right.
Valentina Elizalde and Juan Gabriel were two people that I wish so bad. Oh, and Jose Jose.
You love Jose Jose.
Jose Jose, Valentina Elizalde, y Juan Gabriel son los tres that I wish so badly I was old enough during the era. I would have been groupied the fuck out for them three. And one, like, I have no shame in admitting that those are the three that I would have been like, they're the best of the best.
You know who we have yet to see either that I would love to see in concert? Julian. Well, have you seen Julian?
No, I've never seen Julian.
I've never seen Julian. Or Alfredito Olivas.
I've never seen either one of them, but I did get a shout out for my mom for Mother's Day from Julian, and that was, my mom loves Julian, as do all of us. And when
she will insert it.
Yeah, I will insert
right
it.
Here,
and yeah, and when he sent the shout out for my Shout out Luis. He got that shout out for my mom. My mom started crying, and I'm like,
She
I
was
know.
so happy.
Yeah, I know. It's Julian. You're welcome, Mom.
How
But I've
sweet.
never met him, and I've never seen his shows. But we got to go to Mexico to see one of. I feel like the right way to do it is to do it in Mexico.
To go to Mexico.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
It is 6:07. We have until 6:10.
Time for us to.
You guys, I did not say this at the beginning of the video, but please subscribe, follow us on our socials. We're going to put all our socials right here.
We're almost at
description.
500 on Instagram.
We're almost at 500 on IG. I think we are over 100 on. Oh, see, and the last video that we recorded, we had even done poppers and celebrating our 100 subs on YouTube, and that's the part that got cut out.
That's the part we wanted the most.
That is.
But it's okay.
We wanted the most, but we are getting better. We're gonna try to keep recording, put out. We want to push it to the point where we're recording once a week.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Putting out.
Even if we have to do it from home, we're probably gonna have to start doing that.
Yeah, putting out 4 times a month.
I think we have a special guest coming up for next episode.
We have a special guest, but we're not gonna.
Not yet.
We're not gonna tell y'all who it is, but we do. It's in the works right now. But we do have a special guest, and it's perfect timing.
Episode 7?
This is episode 7. But for episode 8, we are planning on having a host, and a good one.
Yes.
So
OG, pioneer.
So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe.
Follow.
We
don't care about like our personal socials. Just follow the at Shot Ones Podcast.
At Shot Ones Podcast. I was going to say at shotonespodcast.com.
Name 2 other bitches really bringing y'all the scoop. There's not. Just us.
Mm-hmm.
High five. Think. Okay, we're done.
We're done.